battered body. In the days when I was younger, used to fix itself quick sharp after every slip and stumble. But these days I'm collecting scars that don't seem to fade, cuts and bruises that won't go away. Sure, I'm not sure how to feel. So I keep losing days that used to take a lifetime in the blinking of an eye. And all these small ideas are suddenly commitments, greatness that's on by, greatness that's on by. Not everyone grows up to be an astronaut. Not everyone was born to be a king. Not everyone can be Freddie Mercury. But everyone can raise a glass and sing. Well, I haven't always been a perfect person, and I haven't done what Mom and Dad had dreamed. But on the day I die, I'll say at least I fucking tried. That's the only eulogy I need. That's the only eulogy I need. I'm the idiot. I was considered stress disorder is characterized by persistent trauma caused by severe psychological shock or else physical injury. And maybe I'm just being melodramatic, but I'm feeling used to be this agoraphobic, paralyzed by decisions, also crushed by inactivity. And right about now, some arsehole's gonna say that it's okay not to be okay. But we're way past that, the conversation isn't done. And I won't keep calm, I won't carry on until it's okay to admit that I don't know how to feel about the shit that we just lived through. It was kind of a big deal. And one day it seemed like everybody decided they were tired of trying and bored of hiding it, ready for the next adventure, next news cycle, next catastrophe. And we stood in the wreckage trying not to claim that we had more than our fair share of the pain. We got punched in the dick for 2 straight years. We can't move on that easily, and it might not be you, but God knows it's us. It's still black and blue, bleeding in the dust. So I'll level with you if you'll bear with me and my pandemic PTSD. Stop asking musicians what they think, he said softly as he poured himself a second drink. And outside the world slipped over the brink. We all thought we had nothing to lose, that we could trust and cross fingers and horseshoes, that everything will work out no matter what we choose. The first time it was a tragedy, the second time it's a farce. Outside it's 1933, so I'm hitting the bar, and I don't know what's going on anymore. The world outside is burning with a brand new light, but it isn't one that makes me feel warm. Don't come mistaking your house burning down for the dawn. Don't come mistaking your house burning down for the dawn. If I was of the greatest generation, I'd be pissed, surveying the world that I built, slipping back into this. I'd be screaming at my grandkids, we already did this. Be suspicious of simple answers, that shit's for fascists and maybe teenagers. You can't fix the world if all you have is a hammer. The first time it was a tragedy, the second time it's a farce. Outside it's 1933, so I'm hitting the bar, and I don't know what's going on anymore. The world outside is burning with a brand new light, but it isn't one that makes me feel warm. Don't go mistaking your house burning down for the dawn. Don't go mistaking your house burning down for the dawn. For the dawn. Aren't you ashamed of this? I surely hope that you are. Living in a society that's maybe heading for Mars. Well, down here we still have a shower of bastards leading the charge. Outside it's 1933, so I'm hitting the bar, and I don't know what's going on anymore. The world outside is burning with a brand new light, but it isn't one that makes me feel warm. Don't come mistaking your house burning down for the dawn. Don't come mistaking your house burning down for the dawn. Don't come mistaking your house burning down for the dawn. Don't come mistaking your house burning down for the dawn. Some people are just gonna hate you, no matter what you do. So don't waste your time trying to change their minds. Just be a better you. It took me years to learn this, more than I'd like to admit. But through my ups and downs, I figured one thing out: don't take anyone's shit. I'm still standing up, and there's nothing you can do. I'm still standing up. Some people will sidestream weaknesses, they'll go to any lengths. But if you find them first, you can take that hurt and turn it into a strength. And you wonder why they're so unkind and how they sleep at night. But that simple fact means you're better than that. I think you're gonna be alright. I'm still standing up, and there's nothing you can do. I'm still standing up. I'm still standing up, and there's nothing you can do. I'm still standing up. So which path to choose? The one less traveled or the one more used? All the sticks and stones, all the broken bones. It's not who you are, it's the things you choose to do. I'm still standing up, and there's nothing you can do. I'm still standing up. I'm still standing up, and there's nothing you can do. I'm still standing up. Hey, yay, friends and Romans, countrymen. Hey, yay, punks and skins and journeymen. Hey, yay, my sisters and my brethren. The time is coming near. Come ye, to soulless corporate circus tops. Come ye, to toilet circuit touring stops. Come ye, to bedrooms, bars and bunker squats. The sound is ringing clear. Now who'd have thought that after all, something as simple as rock and roll would save us all? Now who'd have thought that after all, it was rock and roll? Hey, yay, now anybody could take the stage. Hey, yay, make miracles for minimum wage. Hey, yay, these folk songs of the modern age will hold us in their arms. Right here, right now, Elvis brings his children home. Right here, right now, you never have to feel alone. Right here, right now, teenage kicks and gramophones, we hold them in our hearts. Now who'd have thought that after all, something as simple as rock and roll would save us all? Now who'd have thought that after all, it was rock and roll? And I still believe in the saints, yeah, in Jerry Lee and in Johnny and all the greats. I still believe in the sound that has the power to raise a temple and tear it down. And I still believe in the need for guitars and drums and desperate poetry. And I still believe that everyone can find a song for every time they something so small. Who'd have thought? After all, it's rock and roll. We need to have a word. I know, 'cause I remember that you cannot stand the verve. But Richard Ashcroft had a point. Now I'm old enough to see there's a million different people you will be before you're me. I know I'm not everything that you had hoped and imagined that I would be, but I did my best, and I have seen things that you don't even know, that you've never seen. We need to find some common ground in the ruins that still stand between you and me, both of us one piece. Ceasefire. I'm haunted by a ghost who hides inside my body, raging, rattling chains. 15-year-old me, he judges my decisions, he scorns what I've become, and the hatred that consumes me starts and ends with him. I know I'm not everything that you had hoped and imagined that I would be, but I did my best, and I have seen things that you don't even know, that you've never seen. We need to find some common ground in the ruins that still stand between you and me, both of us one piece. Ceasefire. Then I came to, clutching a paper map, tattered and full of holes, wandering through the ruins of northeast London. And I suspect if somehow I could hold this map up to the sun, I'd somehow find new words written in the back streets. And just perhaps, if I could stitch together my evenings and my weekends like cells within a film, they tell you the story that you need to hear, that everything that you had hoped and imagined that you would be might not work out. You find yourself stuck in the ruins with maps that you cannot read. So come now, let's make peace between you and me. I can't leave you behind. I got me a shovel, and I'm digging a ditch, and I'm gonna fight for this 4 square feet of land like a mean old son of a bitch. I got me a future, I'm not stuck on the past. I've got no new tricks, yeah, I'm up on bricks, but me, I'm a machine and I was built to last. I'm trying to get better cause I haven't been my best. She took a plain black marker, started writing on my chest. She drew a line across the middle of my broken heart and said, come on now, let's fix this mess. We could get better, because we're not dead yet. They threw me a whirlwind, and I spat back the sea. I took a battering, but I've got thicker skin, and the best people I know are looking out for me. So I'm taking the high road, my engine's running high and fine. May I always see the road rising up to meet me, and my enemies defeated in a mirror behind. I'm trying to get better cause I haven't been my best. She took a plain black marker, started writing on my chest. She drew a line across the middle of my broken heart and said, come on now, let's fix this mess. We could get better, because we're not dead yet. It's just a knot in the small of your back. You could work it out with your fingers. It's just a tune that got stuck in your head. You could work it out with your fingers. It's just some numbers tangled up in your sums. You could work it out with your fingers. It's just a simple brown missing from the past and your mess. A reminder you could always be a little bit better than this. So try and get better and don't ever accept less. Take a plain black marker and write this on your chest. Draw a line underneath all of this unhappiness. Come on now, let's fix this mess. We can get better, because we're not dead yet. We can get better, because we're not dead yet. And it's so obviously I'm over it. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I've tried not to worry, and I've tried being sorry for being born in the wrong place and wrong time. Cause I've been messed up, stressed out, talking to myself again. Locked up, left out, terrified of everything. Wound up, found out, waiting around for something to give. Don't you ever wake up and suspect that you were simply never cut out to be the kind of person they expect, the person you I'm love 40 down. As the match slips away from me, I need the crowd to pray for me, to turn this one around. I've worked far too hard to be this far from victory. I'm battered and I'm bruised, and I can't afford to lose. I'm love 40 down. As the day slips away from me, I have to say that honestly, I still haven't found the person who can take the strain of due to find his back again. So I'll do this on my own. There's no one waiting when I'm done. And the time it takes for the sun to rise and fall, we'll find out if I am man or mouse, if I am set to stand or fall. I'm not 40 down, and I could well recall the day my father reached the ancient age that's now bearing down the power of my thought decade. And honestly, I'm afraid I'm long in the tooth, but I'm ready for the truth. And the time it takes for the sun to rise and fall, we'll find out if I am man or mouse, if I am set to stand or fall. And the time it takes for the empire to flip its coin, we'll find out if I can take the strain, if I can make it through breakpoint. I'm not 40 down, I'm gonna turn this one around. I'm not 40 down, I'm gonna turn this one around. I've been pretending to be somebody else since I was just 15, and I don't know if the show was for them or for me anymore. I'm not sure, and I don't recall being born, but I remember being underwhelmed when I worked out who I was, because that didn't fit with any of the feelings I'd been feeling, the things I started thinking as a kid who didn't know how to feel, but could instinctively pretend to put on a show. Was it for them? I have forgotten where this ends. Blinking in the light, emerging into something. Something isn't right, something isn't working. No one on my side, no sense of where I'm standing. Half my fucking life caught somewhere in between. I have been waiting for someone to say they found out I'm a fake, a foundling fraudster on the take, a huckster hustling half his name around the world. And I reply, goodness knows you're right, I know that guy. That is to say, I do not know that man at all. After all, no one can. There's nothing there to know, it's just a show. Oh, the lights are on, but nobody is home. They kicked me out years ago, changed the much to ask, to be offered some protection, to be let go by the past, to feel some acceptance, to find somewhere to belong, something to belong to, a place where I'm allowed anywhere but in between. Half my fucking life blinking in the darkness, stuck on the outside, sick and mostly harmless, a stranger to myself, but still chasing their forgiveness for anything I did when I was somewhere in between. Always somewhere in between. We had a difficult winter, we had a rough few months. When the storms came in off the coast, it felt like they broke everything on us at once. It's easy enough to talk about blitz spirit when you're not holding the roof up and knee deep in it, and the pictures and the papers got ruined by the rain, and we wondered if they'd ever get dry again. But I don't want to spend the whole my life indoors, laying low and waiting on the next storm. I don't want to spend the whole my life inside. I want to step out and face the sunshine. We lost faith in the omens, we lost faith in the gods, we just ended up clutching at the empty rituals like gamblers clutching long odds. And I don't care what the weatherman is saying, because the last time that I saw him he was on his knees, he was praying. The preachers and the scientists got soaked just the same, and we wondered if they'd ever get dry again. But I don't want to spend the whole my life indoors, laying low and waiting on the next storm. I don't want to spend the whole my life inside. I want to step out and face the sunshine. So open the shutters, raise up the mast, rejoice, rebuild, the storm is past. Cast off the crutches, cut off the cost. Rejoice, rebuild, the storm is past. Rejoice, rebuild, the storm is past. I don't want to spend the Brothers and sisters, have you heard the news? The storm has lifted and there's nothing to lose. So swap your confirmation for your dancing shoes, because there never was no God. Step out of the darkness and onto the streets. Forget about the fast, let's have a carnival feast. Raise up your lowered head and hear the liberation beat, because there never was no God, and there is no God. So clap your hands together. There is no God, no heaven and no hell, but there is no God. We're all in this together. There is no God. So ring that victory bell. Cowering in the dark before some overbearing priest. No waiting until we die, until we restitute the meek. No blaming all our failings on imaginary beasts, because there never was no God. The fighting of a land your distant fathers told you of. No spilling blood for those who never spread a drop of love. The finger pointing justified by phantoms up above, because there never was no God. There is no God. So clap your hands together. There is no God, no heaven and no hell, but there is no God. We're all in this together. There is no God. So ring that victory bell. I know you're scared to die, man, and I am too, but just pretending it's not happening isn't gonna see us through. If we accept that there's an end game and we haven't got much time, then in the here and now, then we can try and do things right. We be our own Salvation Army, and together we believe in all the wondrous things that mere mortals can achieve. Well, I've no beauty in the stillness of cathedrals in the day. I've sung glory, hallelujah, won't you wash my sins away? But now we're singing my refrain, and this is what I say. I say there never was no God. There is no God. So clap your hands together. There is no God, no heaven and no hell, but there is no God. We're all in this together. There is no God. So ring that victory bell. One more time. There is no God. So clap your hands together. There is no God, no heaven and no hell, but there is no God. We're all in this together. There is no God. So ring that victory The first time that the beat drops in the bar is gonna be biblical. The second that the sing-along starts, it'll be sensational. So sound the alarms and the sirens, the bells in the churches. Bring your parents and your kids into the street and throw open the hatches. I've been missing the feeling when we close up the gaps between us. It's better than the best benediction of grace. I spoke with Scott last night. I was tired, but I wasn't sleeping. And despite what you think, I wasn't drinking. I was just finally ready to listen, and he was there alright. And though he'd probably kill me just for saying this, given how the both of us are atheists, there it is. There must have been a moment just before you hit the water, when you were filled with a sense of peace and understanding, with the wind in your hair and the light in your eyes, as you realized you were finally escaping. But somehow in that moment you miraculously miss it, like a wave across a bay, never breaking. And that's how I like to think of you, ever falling, never landing, rolling slowly out to sea and always smiling. You're always smiling. Goddamn, I miss you, man. It was just weeks before you went that we were speaking. I just wish that you had told me you were leaving before you walked your final mile. I'm not pissed off at you, man. You had something in your soul that we could recognize. You were one of us, but you worked out how you could survive, at least for a while. There must have been a moment just before you hit the water, when you were filled with a sense of peace and understanding, with the wind in your hair and the light in your eyes, as you realized you were finally escaping. But somehow in that moment you miraculously miss it, like a wave across a bay, never breaking. And that's how I like to think of you, ever falling, never landing, rolling slowly out to sea and always smiling. Every once in a few months, when all the punches land, one month last year and that is done, and here's 3 weeks, years, and next will be a better one. Measuring my life in unanswered messages, stressing all the little stuff, the thing that's pathetic is I haven't slept sober in a long, long time, cause I start having arguments as soon as I close my eyes. Vicious fights, bitter and confused, and the dumbest part is sometimes I even lose the will to start again, and every day feels like an end. But hey, every once in a few months, when all the punches land that day, I'm a tiger, a prize fighter, at least worth a damn. Damn it, goddamn, I went and fucked it up every single day like a clock.
This song's called The Ballad of Me and My Friends. Everybody's got themselves a plan, and everybody thinks they'll be the man, including the girls, the musicians who lack the friends to form a band, the singer-songwriters, the rest of us are DJs or official club photographers. And tonight I'm playing another Nambuka show. So I'm going through my phone book, texting everyone I know, and quite a few I don't, whose numbers found their way into my phone. But they might come along anyway, you never really know. None of this is going anywhere. Pretty soon we'll all be old and no one left alive will really care about our glory days when we sold our souls. But if you're all about the destination, then take a fucking flight. We're going nowhere slowly, but we're seeing all the sights, and we're definitely going to hell. But we'll have all the best stories to tell. Yes, I'm definitely going to hell, but I'll have all the best stories to tell. Thank you very much. That was 8.
Forgive me, someone, for I have sinned, and I know not where I should begin. And some days it feels like you just can't win, no matter what you do or say. Things didn't kill me, but I don't feel stronger. Life is short, but it feels much longer. When you've lost the fight, yeah, you've lost that hunger to pull yourself through the day. But if ever I stray from the path I follow, take me down to the English Channel, throw me in where the water is shallow, and then drag me out back to shore. 'Cause love is free and life is cheap, and as long as I've got me a place to sleep, some clothes on my back and some food to eat, then I can't ask for anything more. So come on everybody, sing a 1, 2, 3, 4. So we all have secrets that we hold inside, yeah, the worst little things that you never confide. And the worst one of all that you just can't hide is that you're never quite as strong as you sound. So I'm sorry baby for the times I've hurt you, sorry friends for the times I desert you. Most days it feels like I don't deserve you, and I wonder that you're all still around. So if ever I stray from the path I follow, take me down to the English Channel, throw me in where the water is shallow, and then drag me out back to shore. 'Cause love is free and life is cheap, and as long as I got me a place to sleep, some clothes on my back and some food to eat, then I can't ask for anything more. So come on everybody, sing a 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on and join goes around like a drunken fellow. Some days it's hard for me to follow, but if you've got my back, I'll go on. If you've got my back, I'll go on. I keep having dreams of pioneers and pirate ships and Bob Dylan, of people wrapped up tight in the things that will kill them, of being trapped in a lift, plunging straight to the bottom, of open seas and ways of life we've forgotten. I keep having